What do you say there, folks? Just old hillbilly. Look here. I'm fixing to pull out my bologna. We're going to smoke a bologna today. I'm going to get this dude out of the package and I'll show you what I'm going to do, man. Hang on. Let me show y'all another little tip. This is from my buddy, the cabinet maker. Cherry shavings. And I'm thinking, I'm kind of using a little bit of a version of the snake method here. Oh my. That may be wonderful. Let me put a little bit more wood shavings. My buddy Uncle B, go over to Uncle B Cooking, I think it is. Uncle B. Cooking with Uncle B, I think. He told me the best advice he could give me on a Weber kettle. He said is don't put a big log in it. And if he hadn't told me that, I probably eventually would. But he said, yeah, it turns into an inferno. I can see that. So I don't have any little chunks right now. My other hickory, I'm out of it. But I got some big firewood. I'm going to try some shavings today. We'll see how that works. Smoking, ain't it? All right, guys. I screwed up. The last two videos I made, I guess I put my finger too far to the left and I hit slow motion. All right. Got the bologna seasoned up. And I made a whole video of it. I scored it. And went the wrong way on one side. It's going to look retarded, but I don't know, whatever. They cut them vents down about halfway. Anyway, I took my buddy, the cabinet maker. I took some of his shavings, cherry shavings, and I sprinkled all around. I'm kind of using the snake method, as they call it. But anyway, yeah, I've got cherry shavings all around, and put the lid back on and then there we go. Run about 250. Man, what a beautiful day. About 89 degrees. Humid as hell, but it ain't hot to me. I love it. Love it, love it. Fixing to do some pressure washing today on some junk. But anyway, I'll bring you back when the old thing starts to get some color, maybe in an hour or so. Check it out. Look at that cherry smoke. Smoking. I need to turn it this way, don't I? Since the fire's right there. Let it come across. I don't know. All right, guys. We're fixing to go up and do some shooting again, but I just want to show you something. I'm going to change things up a little bit. We're going to have a little series on this of just little shooting guns, but I'm out here at my work table. And I got a very special gun here today. I'm going to try to let you read it if you can. I don't know if I can ever get it to focus. Stevens Model 51. Okay? And 410 bore. Guys, this gun was only manufactured, to my understanding, for a few years. And it was in the neighborhood of 1948. This is a 410 shotgun. All right. This gun was given to me. Look at that star on there. Let me just get it out here. Turn that. Oh, let me turn the flashlight off. Let me just lay it up here. Oh, well, here. This was given to me by my grandpa, my dad's dad. Look at the old trigger guard and everything. Now, the problem with this gun is, hang on. I think, well, somebody has, obviously sanded it down, and probably my grandpa done a really half-assed job restaining it. But look, it's got the little, I don't know if you noticed the brass pins. I don't know if he done that. I don't know. a brass star, and look over here. It's kind of like on a cowboy boot design. I'm sorry, I accidentally shut the camera off. Can you see that? And that is just looks like it's. I don't think it's factory. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows the history behind it? But thing about this shotgun is my grandpa Hull. That's my last name, Hull, Hull. He gave this to my dad. I remember I was just a little boy. Gave this to my dad to give to me. This was my very, very first gun at all, period. I had a BB gun before that. This little shotgun, look at it. There's no telling the story, but I can tell you one story behind it. If my grandpa lived in Russellville, Arkansas, right along the train tracks, and he always had a garden. He was a farmer. He had a little plot of land right along the train tracks, right on the side. Oh, I don't need to put that on that hot grill. Hey, let's check our bologna while we're doing this. Oh man, that's getting dry. I'm gonna need to put something on that. But he lived right on the train tracks, and apparently he shot an old train hobo in the ass with this gun because he caught him stealing tomatoes. They'd been, back in the day, hobos was pretty common problem when you lived along the train tracks. And I guess Grandpa, I remember him telling the story to my dad and mom. My mom was like, "Lord, Grandpa, what if you go to jail?" He said, "I gotta go to jail." But I remember that, and I don't know, who knows what all those little marks are, just scars of the years. But this is around, I'd say they only made them a few years, to my understanding. This is, I'd say, between 1948. I could probably Google the model number and find out. But anyway, the ejector pins have been broke off since I was a little boy. And I need to get some more. I need to get it, but I have to use a cleaning rod to not punch the casings out after I shoot it. So let's go do that. Let's go pop off a few rounds. And I've got 5 shells. Well, I got more than that, but I'm just saying I'm going to take 5 shells back up to the range with me, and let's go check this thing out. All right, guys, here is the 410 round. And now they make stuff like I think Taurus makes the Judge. It shoots. This is almost the same size as a 45 long Colt, the old school Wild West. And no, you can't shoot. I don't think you can shoot. I wouldn't even try. I think they're a lot higher powder charge, a Colt 45 than this. But and this is also chambered in 3-inch. But yes, there are some guns that shoot this in a Colt 45. Guys, I'm just going to have to knock the shell out every time. So I'm only out there at it's 10 steps or 1/3 away from the targets. And I'm going to have to take and use this ramrod to knock the casing out or the empty shell out every time. So just bear with me. I'm going to do 5 shots. I want to do 2 of the water jugs, and then I'll try to zoom in and shoot from right here, just see how far away it hits. I don't know. I've shot a handful of squirrels with this old thing. Anyway, here we go. Hang on. I'm going to shoot from right here at the table. Here we go. That done pretty good. Hang on. I'm going to step out in front of the camera in a minute and zoom it in, and then you can. I'm going to shoot out at the range. Hold on. Right on. Well, I hope I got that. Get a shooting old shotgun. All right. Look at there, out of that water jug. That's the size of pellets it shoots. And that's what I was shooting with that bullpup, about the same size. That's about number 8, I think it is. That's a number 6. So this is even bigger pellets. And I was shooting out of that bullpup, that little 12 gauge semi-automatic. They had tinier bullets than that. So you imagine, he shot a hobo in the ass, so what? And if any of you giblet heads that are fucking Dudley Do-Rights thinking about turning him in, go ahead. He's been dead since 1995. He was born in 1900 and died in 1995 at the age of 95 years old. So there's my Stevens Model 51. I'm so proud of it. I love it. I almost never shoot it. But we shot her today, didn't we? I need to get that. See, there should be like, I don't know if you can see it right there. See where it's broke? There should be like 2 fingers sticking out on each side, I think, if I remember right. But yeah, I'd say they can. A good gunsmith could fix that. It's just that little ring right there. Look at that firing pin. Guns were made quite well back then. Look at that. I just oiled it all up and cleaned it best I could. But anyway, hey, let's go check our bologna. All right, I was about to leave. I got my pistol. I can't leave without making one shot off the bench. I'm going to try it. It's like 30 plus yards from the other side of the bench. I want to try it. One shot with pistol. I either make one of the green gongs or I don't make it at all. So here we go. Hope you can see it. Get ready. Here it comes. Damn right. Woo! Bad little mamma jamma. That's how far away we really are right there. All right. I got the pan we seasoned in, about 3/4 stick of butter. Ew. Oh well. God dang it. Dumbass. All right. We are looking a little dry, ain't we? Ain't that pretty? This whole stick of butter is going to go in here. And a bunch of this head country apple habanero. And I'm going to baste it and roll it around in it. Goodness, look at that. All right, I'll bring you back in about 30 minutes. Mm-mm-mm. Looky here. I got her off. I should have. I don't know. I should have. Well, I guess I should have done nothing. I don't know. I can't remember what I was going to say. There's corn in there with a stick of butter. Oh yeah, I should have put it on right on the griddle, right on the fire for a little bit and let it get charred. But yeah, I'm just letting it cool off enough to make a sandwich. I got lettuce, tomato, onion, and everything else inside. So let's go make a sandwich here in a minute. Alrighty. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Oh my God. That white and yellow corn. Mm. Look at there. Mm. I tell you what, they come out good. I don't know. I hope I'm showing it. Pepper jack cheese. I doubt I'm getting it in there. But anyway. Nice. It ain't crunchy on the outside. I'd like to got a little more bark, but you all keep on smiling. What a great day. Have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye bye.